Former U.S. intelligence spy Edward Snowden switched sides after receiving a passport from Russia. Snowden, known for leaking ultra-secret documents about U.S. government surveillance, speaks about the two major Russian gas pipelines that deliver gas to Europe, stating that Nord Stream 1 and 2 have been sabotaged and are inoperable, although they still contain gas. These pipelines are of fundamental importance in the Baltic Sea. Snowden became a prominent figure in the world of whistleblowing, shocking the world by revealing the surveillance tactics of the United States Security Agency. He made a bold and intriguing statement about UFOs, objects that have fascinated and scared people for decades. Snowden had access to documents about these mysterious objects. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let's start our journey towards discovering reality, in this or other dimensions. You are in the 21st century. Edward Snowden is a former intelligence officer and whistleblower who exposed the extent of the U.S. government's surveillance programs in 2013. He leaked classified documents to journalists, revealing that the government was collecting data on millions of American citizens without their knowledge or consent. His actions sparked a global debate on privacy and government surveillance, and he became one of the most divisive figures in modern history. While some hail him as a hero for his bravery in exposing government secrets, others see him as a traitor who put national security at risk. He shed light on the inner workings of the intelligence community and sparked important conversations about the balance between national security and individual privacy. His actions led to radical changes in U.S. surveillance policy. Despite facing charges of espionage and theft of government property, Snowden remained committed to his cause and continues to speak about the need for greater government transparency and accountability. He is an important voice in the ongoing debate about government surveillance and privacy rights. Edward Snowden is a symbol of courage and determination, and his actions have a lasting impact on policy and society. One of the most recent revelations is that the government has been dishonest about unidentified flying objects that have been captured by jets. Snowden took to social media to express his opinion, stating that these objects are not of extraterrestrial nature. Instead, he believes they are simply a tool used by the government to create panic and distract reporters from more important issues, such as budgets and bombings. According to journalists, the mainstream media has ignored the issue of Nord Stream and the United States' role in it. Climate scientists claim that the recent methane explosion in the Nord Stream pipeline is a severe and irresponsible release of greenhouse gas emissions. If it was intentional, it could be considered an environmental crime. Danish military officials reported that the largest gas leak created a disturbance covering a kilometer in diameter, while the smaller leak caused a circle of approximately 200 meters. Nord Stream pipelines have been the subject of tension between Russia and Europe recently. Moscow has been accused of sabotaging gas supply to gain relief from sanctions, especially in light of its actions in Ukraine. While most Western governments have refrained from directly accusing Russia, the Kremlin has blamed the West for the situation. Snowden is known for revealing some of the most shocking secrets of the U.S. government. One of the most significant revelations he made was that governments around the world have reduced the dignity of citizens to that of marked animals, exercising total control over all aspects of our lives. Snowden's assertion is frightening and raises serious questions about the extent of government surveillance and control. The former NSA contractor managed to smuggle highly confidential files from a secure facility, exposing the U.S. government's illegal surveillance of its own citizens. However, Snowden's heroic act did not go unpunished. The FBI labeled him as dishonest and potentially linked to foreign governments, such as China or Russia, making him a fugitive from justice. However, recent reports of unidentified objects in national airspace have caused confusion and speculation about what these aircraft could be. Are these objects yet another tool used by the government to distract the masses from important issues, or are we being visited by beings from another world? Only time will tell. The North American Aerospace Defense Command announced that 4 mysterious aircraft were spotted, with 2 of them being shot down by American military in national airspace and another over Canadian territory. Former military personnel have established connections between these aircraft and those found by pilots in 2004. These pilots reported that the aircraft they intercepted did not resemble conventional planes, as they had no visible wings or propulsion systems, which has defied explanation in recent years. More pilots have reported similar encounters, leading officials to question the origin of these mysterious aircraft. This has caused concern among officials, who are questioning the nature and origin of these strange aircraft. Government officials have also discussed enigmatic balloons that appear in national airspace. The White House released a statement acknowledging that the so-called spy balloons may not have spied, after conflicting reports and news coverage caused confusion among the public, making it difficult to determine exactly what was intercepted by the pilots. It appears that there may be intentional efforts to obscure the situation, with different reports emerging every day. This only increases the confusion and makes it more challenging to uncover the truth. Some have even suggested that the reporting of the event is a mess, and it is a challenge to discern what is really happening. Adding to the complexity is the fact that the objects were brought down in inaccessible terrain, and no one has come forward to claim responsibility for them. As a result, authorities have stated that they may never be able to identify these mysterious objects. The White House National Security spokesperson, John Kirby, could not confirm the true nature of the mysterious object found by the pilots as it remains unrecovered. Kirby expressed his desire to uncover the details of the incident but acknowledged the difficulties in identifying something that has not yet been found. However, people are questioning the validity of some reports that seem to contradict each other. On the one hand, some pilots describe these objects as wingless, while others suggest that they could be 12 balloons. This inconsistency has led to speculation that President Biden's response may have been exaggerated. Considering that the projectile used to shoot down the object cost over $400,000, many believe that the truth is being hidden. If it is just a simple balloon, there will be many disappointed individuals. Agents with privileged information have revealed that these unknown aircraft are not mere inventions of our imagination, but a real threat that the military is taking seriously. Planes have been dispatched to investigate, but the unidentified objects are often too fast and disappear without a trace. However, this phenomenon is not new. Imagine working for the U.S. Air Force, capturing images of a rocket launch only to realize that something else was in the frame, something inexplicable. That's exactly what happened to Robert Jacobs in 1964. While filming the Atlas rocket, he noticed a disc-shaped object that flew and fired a beam of light at the warhead, causing a malfunction. Despite being ordered to stay silent about it, Jacobs went on live television to share what he had seen, confirming the existence of highly advanced aircraft that pose a real threat. It's no wonder sightings of these mysterious objects have become science fiction material. When it comes to UFO sightings, people often think of classic flying saucers and high-tech devices straight out of a science fiction movie. However, there is another category of sightings that is even more mysterious: ghost rockets. These sightings describe strange and inexplicable aircraft that do not correspond to any known design and seem to be imbued with supernatural powers. Surprisingly, some of the earliest and most frequent reports of these ghost rockets did not come from the United States, but from Scandinavia in the early 1940s. Residents throughout Sweden, Denmark, and Norway were astounded to witness unidentified flying objects that defied the laws of physics. Dubbed ghost rockets, these silent apparitions hovered in a variety of forms. Since the cigar-shaped form of dirigible, some measuring over 60 meters in length, witnesses frequently described them as ghostly apparitions, as they appeared out of nowhere and disappeared into the rarefied air, leaving onlookers in awe. These ghost rockets seemed to shimmer in different colors and displayed abilities that defied all known aircraft technology of the time, shooting off at incredibly violent speeds and hovering silently. On February 26, 1946, over 2,000 sightings were documented, with over 200 of them later verified by military base radar intelligence. Skeptics claimed they were merely meteor showers, but the sightings occurred at times that did not correspond to known meteoric behaviors. The Swedish military believed they represented a real threat to national security. Indeed, military reports suggested that the ghost rockets could be experimental craft created by captured German missiles and launched from a nearby facility. However, some researchers believe that these reports were merely a cover-up for the intelligence gathered on the rockets, leading to further attempts at concealment in the name of national security. The world continues to be a mysterious and fascinating place, with countless unexplainable phenomena still to be fully understood. Whether it's reported sightings of ghost rockets in Scandinavia or the curious revelations made by Edward Snowden about government involvement with UFOs, there are still many questions to be answered. As technology advances and our understanding of the universe expands, we can only hope to uncover more secrets of the cosmos and our own planet. One thing is for certain, however, human thirst for knowledge and the desire to uncover the truth will always propel us forward in our quest for answers. Who knows what other incredible discoveries are waiting to be made just around the corner? What do you think about all the fallout from Edward Snowden? Now, let us know what you have to say about these revelations in the comments below. Until the next video.